All right, so this is going to be very different from any of the episodes we filmed over the last few weeks. This is my reflection week. A lot of hard work has gone into training for the last 3 months, from my first ever running program to where we are, which is a week out from Berlin. 9:29, very important day, 26 miles, my first attempt at it. Today I'm going to kind of break down a little bit of reflecting as opposed to going over what I did this week, but also show you guys all the things that I'm bringing with me to Berlin, plus some tips that I have from my coaches that I can give to you, hopefully, towards your first marathon. So first things first, the Cloud Boom Strikes. I absolutely love these shoes. I did my first test in them last week, and they are phenomenal. I compared them a lot to the Echoes. I think what they have in common is that they're light carbon fiber. I think what makes them a little better for me is that they're just a little thicker. The Echoes are really thin and they feel so low to the ground. I love the Echoes for my half marathons. I think they are the perfect distance for that. But I'm really, really impressed with what On has done, especially with these Cloud Boom Strikes. I also love the inside of these shoes are phenomenal. So they have this really nice inner cushion mesh area right here that has been great. No kind of like blisters or pain or discomfort inside that area that I was expecting. So very, very happy with these. These once again are the On Cloud Boom Strikes. Big win for me. Here's the only thing wrong with this shoe. These laces, On, if you watch this, just not the best. They come apart almost every other mile. So I was influenced by a friend of mine, Josh Vernon, to get these, which are Caterpie. They are no tie shoelaces. He said that these are the best ones to get. My friend Keaton also recommended these. You can tuck them, you can hide them, or you can leave them. I love how simple that is. Tuck, hide, leave. Next thing I'm using for the marathon is just this little running belt. My buddy Alphonse from On got me this, and I'm really excited to use it. Tons of compartments just for my gels. So excited. I'm not gonna bring a water bottle with me. I'm actually gonna just use the water stations that are on the course, which is newer for me, but I think probably the best just in regards to pacing out my run and all that kind of good stuff. So gonna be using just the belt, MTM hat. These came out awesome. These are our running hats that drop on October 5th, which is super exciting. MTM store, it's coming soon. We'll do one with bodybuilding. We gotta get some MTM bodybuilding stuff together, but More Than Miles, which, you know, is a super important part of my life, and running throughout this year has changed my life a lot, and I'll go into that in just a second. But it is also On. This is our More Than Miles Penny. This came out great, so shout out to the Reflessi guys, Danny, Andy, the fam. Cannot thank you guys enough. Last but not least, I got this sent to me about a week ago from their PR team. I was supposed to go to an event, but I was on set that day with Light Sports, so they were like, hey, just come over to the office and try them. My buddy Christian, who I trust a ton, he's an ultra marathon runner, was like, these are phenomenal. So this is them dimmed all the way. If I move my finger, I can increase the shade tint. Lighter, darker, lighter, darker. So I am really excited to be wearing these during the marathon. And also I'm gonna play some music real quick because this thing can bump. So this isn't even full volume. Bumping. Shades on, shades off. All right, I'm gonna stop. But they are super cool, and makes me even more excited to run with these because they're gonna solve all the problems. I don't need headphones. That'll be falling out all the time. I did a run with them last week and they felt great. I felt like I was zooming. So bringing these to Berlin, like I said in the beginning of this video, this isn't gonna be a video where you see the highlights of my week. This is gonna be a video where I sit down and I talk to you about how nervous I am and how excited I am and how grateful I am that I have the opportunity to run this marathon. I've been saying this for the last 2 weeks, but I don't got to do anything. I don't gotta run this marathon. I get the opportunity to run this marathon. And I just have been really, really lucky that a lot of good people along the way have been supporting me, and I cannot thank them enough for that. It's been a wonderful training process with a lot of love the affirmations that I get through DM all the time are the reason why I keep doing this, is because there's a lot of people out there who are on the fence, who might want to start their running journey, and they, maybe see one of my videos and like, oh, maybe it is more approachable than I think. So that's the goal with all of this, is to make running approachable for all, because I was terrified for a long time about getting into the running community until I met, my business partner, Alphonse, who, really changed my scope of what running is and made it more community focused and more about battling through whatever you might be going through these 26 miles. And this is also for Still I Run, right? We got an incredible 501c3 that I'm working with that aids and assists people who are going through grief, loss, and more with run coaches to run marathons, to work through the mental health battles they're facing. And I think that's something that I haven't been able to vocalize on here enough, but like, there's power in that. There's power in clarity through movement, which is our mission statement at More Than Miles. Is clarity through movement means everything to me. So hopefully this marathon journey is inspiring you to start. I think what I cannot thank Bodybuilding.com enough for is holding me accountable to document this, right? To Easton, to Danielle, to Carrie, to the entire team. Like they keep me accountable. They check in on me weekly. They ask me how I'm doing. They're not just a brand that reaches out and says, all right, where's the video deliverable? They're asking me. I get on calls with Easton. Easton, if you get to, scroll back and watch this, he genuinely wants me to do well. And he takes time out of his day in the unscheduled meetings that we have to check in. Same thing with Carrie, same thing with Danielle. So to the Bodybuilding.com team, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this journey, but also holding me accountable to continue this journey and not just stop. So next time you see me, it's gonna be in Berlin and after the marathon. So we got a lot of travel coming up. We got a lot of exciting moments, but I wanna look in this camera and thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for being with me throughout these last few weeks and getting to know my family, my network, my work, me, and hopefully you continue to start your running journey, whichever formula it is. To the person running their first 5K, to running the marathon, you are enough, and I cannot wait to see what we all do. So next time you see me, I'll be in Berlin, I'll be 26 miles down, and we're gonna celebrate.